Camera A, camera B, cup of tea. Cup of tea. I think I'm ready to go. What is that? That looks like a small bit of cheese. So, anyway. Hello, my lovelies. So, today I'm going to do a sewing video for you. So, if you remember at the start of lockdown, I did a how to make a face mask tutorial. That was my actual first video, and it is what brought me here to YouTube. However, now I am going to do another face mask video. Yet I'm not going to talk through what I'm doing so much as just talk and do. Because, well, yeah, I don't know, things. Right, so yes, I am going to do a face mask video. I am really going to, the point of this video is I'm going to be making my partner, Moss, his own face mask. Because since the beginning of lockdown, he's been asking me to make him one. And I've been saying I would. And it has been being put to the bottom of the list and put to the bottom of the list and put to the bottom of the list. Because, well, it's not really being put to the bottom, just other things being put above it. And to begin with, it was because I couldn't find the right fabric. And then it was because we were redecorating the studio. And then it was because I was at work, usually at work. And really, it just means that it's not happened yet. And it's been so long that I've actually lost my template for making face masks. But I do have material I like now, so yeah, you win some, you lose some. So my plan is to take my face masks. This is my little face mask, which is wrapped up in one hell of a little ball because I keep it in my pocket. And pretty much copy the pattern of mine, make it a little bit bigger, and yeah, use that. So, let's get started. Ooh, my ears are itchy. My ears are perpetually itchy. So here's some baking paper, which I do like to use. Let's use these scissors. So I'm going to draw my sketch onto this tracing paper, then pin the paper onto, I say tracing paper, it's baking paper. It is, you know, bog standard kitchen greaseproof paper for baking. But I'm just going to trace my design onto this, then pin this onto the fabric, and then, yeah, see how that goes. So there we go, there's our initial face mask shape. Now I think we want to, begin with, we want hems. So let's bring out that much for a hem. Same on this side. I'm not going to make this one have a pocket. I don't, yeah, it doesn't need a pocket. So come out the same here. And then on the front, again, we need that space for a hem. I'm gonna start the same, but I'm just gonna come out a bit wider at the bottom, I think. I am filming. Hello. What? What? Are you just laughing at the fact that you called me woman on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
You've had the cut today?
Nope.
Neither have I.
I woke. Oh, okay. I woke up and there was one cat lying on each of my hands.
Where are they?
They're in bed.
I thought you fed them before you might have got fed, but I don't think you did you?
Have they not been fed all day?
Have they asked for food?
No. Which is weird.
Speaking of food, I might do food now.
Awesome. Kettle's just boiled.
Awesome! It's like you knew. Or what, tea?
I wanted tea. Actually, it's because I was filming. I need tea when I film. So, fabric is nice and flat. And we'll just see if this fits. Oh, that fits nicely. Nicely. Yeah. So I actually think I'm going to just do this. Out there. I can actually stay like that, to be honest. It's not bothering me. Oh, now it's bothering me. Good, but that, on the other hand, is not. How interesting. So I'm trying to make my fabric be all tidy and organised. It's very seldom that I actually sew at desk. I'm usually on the floor. I also usually do most of my sewing by hand. It's only recently that I've had my machine back and I've been using my machine. And I thought I was weird for that, but apparently there's other people who also would rather just stitch by hand and make whole garments just stitching by hand. My pins aren't in my sewing case. What am I doing looking for them in there? My pins are in my sausage dog. So I'm just going to pin this and then I will restart my side angle camera. If you don't know, my camera, I think I mentioned this before in Plant Harder previous video where I paint a very large plant pot. But should I make him two? I think I'll only cut it out doubled up though. I think adding more layers would make it too difficult to trim. Something. Yes, this camera, it's a great little camera. It's not fantastically, you know, it's a great camera for me because this camera is waterproof and shockproof, and you know, you can drop it down a cliff, you can drop it in a well and it will survive. It actually has a personal flotation device as well for when I take it swimming. It can go 20 meters underwater. It's an indestructible camera, which is perfect for someone like me that is very destructible. So, yeah, it's a good little camera. However, we found, you know, since the beginning of the film, that it doesn't... What? Mm-hmm. He's making an awful racket in there. But it doesn't take hugely long videos. Like, if I'm videoing on it, I can only leave it running for about 20 minutes tops before the video cuts out. So I'm going to try and keep checking to make sure this side angle hasn't cut out, especially when I get the sewing machine out, because I don't particularly want it to randomly stop filming. You know, I'd like you to have both angles of footage for the entire video. Even if you can't see it for the entire video, it's useful for the editing process to have them. You know, I think I make sense. I think I talk a sense. Doobity-doo. Doobity-doo. I've now decided that I do want to make this double-sided and nice and thick. I just think it'll be better. So the reason I chose this fabric is, A, I do like the pattern. The pattern is very moss. He's definitely into this style of thing. And originally when I was met with the whole making him a face mask conundrum, I kind of wanted to cut up one of his shirts because, you know, he's one of these men that have collected a rather obscene amount of crazy shirts, which, not gonna lie, I may or may not find somewhat attractive in a man. But I didn't really want to cut any of the shirts up because they're nice and he wears them. Like, there weren't any that were just a little bit past their best that I could easily cut up without feeling guilty because it's a nice shirt that I'd like to see him wear. Now, for example, this dress. It's a nice dress. We were discussing that I could quite easily turn it into a jumpsuit, but why would I turn it into a jumpsuit when it, you know, it's a dress that I like and wear? Not worn in a while, but that's mainly because I left it at my mum's for about a year. These are my fabric scissors. These are my toolkit scissors. I also have pinking shears up there. Hello, have you come to see what's going on? Ooh, big stretch. Oh, and you're away again. Sorry, that was a cat. That was Artie Party. Both Artie Party and Percy were on the bed when I started filming. Usually I think about trying to coax them in here because I quite like them sitting in the background. But they were just being so cute, all curled up on the bed together, so I just left them. But Artie must have decided that that's enough sleeping around this morning. I say this morning, it's at least 6 o'clock. And time to get up and cat about. Oh yes, I hear her scratching the scratching post. Now I'm going to just start stitching, or start pinning these. Now, the way I stitched these when I first was making them, I think was actually the best way. Ooh, don't forget how to pin. When you use a sewing machine, you need to put your pins in perpendicular to the way that the thread is going, as opposed to parallel to it. If I was sewing by hand, I just put them in parallel because then you're holding the fabric in more places along the seam. But if you do that with a sewing machine, you quite well might end up breaking your sewing machine needle or something. So I'm wondering how this is going to go, because that camera might fall over with the movement of the sewing machine. That camera might stop running because I forget to check it every 15 minutes. And I might forget to talk, which will probably be a good thing because the sewing machine is quite loud, so me forgetting to talk would be better than me trying to talk and you not being able to hear me over the, well, this. Ew, camera didn't fall over. Handy to know, huh? See, I'd offer to give you some treats, kitty cat, but I have a feeling you were the perpetrator of the... Look at this. Someone found the Dreamies and then destroyed the packet so that they could eat the Dreamies. Pretty sure this is where they come in tubs there, no tear. And I think it might have been Artie Party because she is a monster when it comes to food. Well, she has been, if you've been keeping up with my videos, you'll be aware that Artie Party actually ran away at the beginning of lockdown. We think she got spooked by another local cat. We'd only just started letting them outside because the weather was getting nicer, and she disappeared. We couldn't find her for about half a day, and then we went and had a bit of a search, and she was sitting in the top of the garden, or the bottom of the garden or something, just behind the shed, and we went to try and see if she was okay, and she just bolted. And after about 5 months we did actually find her and get her back. But since she got back, she has been a little gremlin when it comes to any form of food. She's just there, ready, waiting, wanting to eat it. Doesn't matter what. Constantly. Which is fine. She's a cat. That's what cats do. Cat around and steal food. And that's all fine and well by me, but it is getting to a point where she's getting a little badly behaved. She's picked up some bad habits in her travels. That's fine. And I would kind of rather that we didn't encourage them. Moss is terrible because he's just like, but look how cute her face is. She deserves some of my roast potatoes or whatever it is we're having for dinner. And I'm like, if you just give her food every time she looks cute, she'll always want food, and she's cute. So you're scuppered, really, aren't you? So those of you who are actually interested in the sewing side of this, the reason that I started off by stitching on a scrap bit of fabric is that sometimes the tension can be off when you're sewing on your, or the tension on the machine can be off, and it just causes a huge mess of unwinding and untying and unstitching and restitching. So if you just start off with a little bit of scrap to test it, I usually use a cut off of the same fabric that I'm using because the weight of the fabric also affects how the stitching goes. But it just saves you hassle later if everything is set not quite right. Holy shit, that's literally all my job is at work at the moment. Checking things are set right before it causes a hassle. I always find it's easier if you can remember or be bothered to trim the threads as you're going, otherwise you just have loads at the end and they kind of protrude through the hemlines and all sorts. It's not quite as tidy. Not that I'm particularly tidy. It's actually insane how untidy I am, especially if I'm making anything for me. If I'm making anything for me, I've got very much of a that'll do type attitude. Ooh, I have tea. I forgot I had tea. You know, Constance. Occupational hazards. It's not really an occupational hazard. First world problems of being British. You forget that you have tea and have to microwave your tea. Maybe that's what I'm going for. This looks so huge. Do you think it's too big? Moss!
Yeah?
I need your face. Yeah.
Do I need to be pretty for camera?
You're always pretty.
You sell.
Yeah. Loving the hairband.
Cooking. Usually get my hair on my face.
Ah, I see. Is this something that you're going to be
Trailing for work, kid.
I like it.
Thanks.
Hi,
camera.
Know whether or not this is too big.
From a crotch?
For your face.
Fair enough. Good fit.
Yeah?
Mm.
Like, it's not going to be as wide, like, tall, because I need to hem it still. But I'm more thinking about a space for beard and stuff, because I really wanted it to be bigger. Feels comfy. Isn't it soft?
It is incredibly soft. What pyjamas made out of that?
Oh, I was thinking a quilt.
Yeah. Man City have a paisley third away strip, and I'm tempted to buy it.
I've literally
Man City.
got this much of this fabric, which is very sad because we can't make pyjamas.
What about a pillowcase?
I suppose.
Have you seen this Fluffy?
I have. I don't know if the camera's seen the Fluffy.
No,
She doesn't. She doesn't want to be held. She's like, I am darkness. Put me down.
But love me.
Yes. Well, I would have given her some dreamies, but
she
someone
hadn't.
decided to.
I'm pretty sure it was her.
Yeah, it must have been her.
I don't mind it. I'm gonna get another couple pockets so they can do that. Cause it's a lot of playing and it's good for them.
Oh, can't we put them in the little boxes? Or
I think they're too hard to get into, but some we can maybe look at cat toys. We might do that. We might go do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food will be like half an hour.
Oh, I should be done in half an hour.
Be a bit longer. Shorter than that.
This video's got some weird outtakes in it.
Awesome. Oh, okay. We do these now.
Do them in here. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh yes, because I wanted to know if this fitted Moss's face.
My face.
Your face.
Yeah. Give them a second to eat the ones they've currently got.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think you were going to give them to them in there as well. Stealing my catos. Oh, and so much better than the ones that I made originally. It's amazing how in such a little time your skill can improve with things. Like, it doesn't take much practice to become better, and you'll be shocked at how quickly you've picked stuff up, improved, made progress. Pretty much anything in life. I mean, hey, look at my first YouTube video of me making face masks, and look at this one now of me also making face masks with bad cameras and bad lighting and a loud sewing machine. Less thrash metal. Still got the thrash metal though. That, I don't think we're ever going to lose that. And it all started because of a joke. My brother was all like, haha, thrash metal, that's exactly what she doesn't want in her videos. And he was exactly right, and we argued about it, and there was a thing, a compromise for something, and I can't remember what the compromise was, but the deal I made involved there being thrash metal in every single one of my videos, because actually, as a bit of an outro, it's not the worst thing in the world. As much as I look like a hippy-dippy flower person with my very Hufflepuff vibes, for those of you who don't know, I may or may not have some slightly metalhead history. For those of you who do know how much of an understatement that is. So yeah, I do quite enjoy my thrash metal. It's a bit of a contrast to what I'm going for here, but I think it just keeps you on your toes. And toes are, I was going to say something we need, but it's really not. I don't like feet. I don't like feet. Yeah, I do actually walk around barefoot. I don't even like my own feet. I just like not wearing shoes. I think shoes are bad for the soul. Haha! That's funny, because they're actually... Yeah, okay. I'll stop now. I'm sorry. I apologise. Still think the shoes are bad for the soul. Ow! It's not good, look, blood. Rightio, and I'm just going to stitch all the way around the edge. And then we'll be done. One rather cute face mask. Shall we get him to come and try it on? Sweetie, can you please come here?
Yeah. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let me go shower.
No, you're always pretty.
Come look at Ari, she's a big mod.
Is he just watching?
Such a cute girl. She did a little burp.
Burp.
Oh, this is my mask. I finally been
This is your mask.
Yay. That was only.
Can you please try it on? It's comfy? It's tight enough? It's going to fall off? Would you like the straps to be made a little bit tighter? They look like they need to be a little bit
A
tighter.
little bit tighter.
Yeah, I thought so.
But yeah, it works. It's good.
Cool. I want to make the straps tighter. Do I know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pain in the ass, but yeah.
You don't have to, it's fine.
No, I'll make them tighter.
Okay.
Now, if you say the elastic's too small, you can fix it yourself. Because you asked for it to be smaller.
We all.
It's nice though.
Yeah.
I think it could be one of the best ones I've made.
It's definitely the best one for me you've made.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
Jack shot.
I see.
Which way's the right way up here? Can you put a little thing on it that says right way up?
I can put a thing.
Oh! The strap maybe a bit too tight.
Will it stay on while you talk?
It clearly is.
And it looks like you've got plenty of space for... Now you look like a puppet. I think it's upside down.
I don't think it is. It's really
No, I
hard.
really think that's upside down.
Well, it might be.
Does it not feel as horrendously tight now?
It feels like the straps could be a bit longer, actually.
Could be a bit longer.
Yeah.
It's squint. Come here.
I thought it feels squid. They need to be on because, you know.
It is a little, but it's not hugely tight.
It wasn't a squint the other way. It's fine.
It's
I love
not
it.
squint now.
I love it, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I need to take photos of you being all pretty wearing your mask.
Okay, but can we do that later after I feel like I had a shower and make myself look good?
You have a weird sweatband thing on.
Yeah. Also, do you want to finish up your video so I can play food?
Yeah, I'm done. So, that was my
Oh shit.
cue to go, pretty much. So thank you for watching my little making moss a face mask video, which, yeah, it is difficult to tell which is the top and which is the bottom. But it's semi-reversible. It is cute. And yeah. So, thanks for watching my video. Please remember that if you are enjoying my channel to like and subscribe and all those things. Check out the links in the bio, etc. But for now, rock on my lovelies and see you next time. Have a great day.
Wow. Wow.
I'd almost say this face mask is reversible, but you know, it's the same pattern on both sides. But hey, I suppose if you sneeze and it gets gross on one side, you can turn it around. Wait, no. If you sneeze, would you want the gross side on the inside touching your face or the gross side on the outside where people could see it?